Divorce is a very traumatic incident where a lot of people, once they go through it, they're never the same. A lot of times people end up leaving divorce. They have health issues. They're financially ruined. Their families are ruined. They have a lot of issues that damage their lives, their children's lives, and things like that. And what I want to give you guys 4 tips to help you in going through the process of divorce, but also to help you with life after divorce. Okay, the first thing is you have to admit that it's over, and that is probably by far the most difficult part. A lot of times we want to, hang on, work on it, put some glimpse of hope that we can reconcile and make things happen. But at the end of the day, you have to come to some conclusion that, listen, this is over. And the sooner you can come to that conclusion, the sooner you can move forward with the process, okay? But the hardest thing, again, number one, is admitting that it is over. The second thing is get proper counsel. Not your friend, not your cousin, not people just close to you just giving you arbitrary ideas. Get proper counsel, that being legal counsel, to tell you what you can do, what you can't do, things that are permitted in your particular state. That will help you out so much because for the simple fact, it will allow you to know do proper planning to know what is allowable, what you can get, what you cannot get, pros and cons about making certain decisions. So make sure you get proper legal counsel. Okay, that's step 2. The third one is, and I think this is one of the most important ones, and I think a lot of people fail at this part because they have so many emotional ties about the situation, and that is don't go broke fighting. Some things I will say that look, you don't want to compromise on. If you feel like you should get custody, you feel like it's a certain thing that you're passionate, that you really think that is in the best interest for you to have, I understand. But at the end of the day, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're spending all your money for something that you can, possibly lose. And I understand no one wants to lose something, but you have the opportunity to get it back. Okay? Don't go broke fighting. Okay? I'm telling you guys, legal fees can ramp up before you know it. And then if you have to go to trial, the cost, the price to do that is going to be maybe double or triple. Um, you got to turn around and look at all the things that you may, even if you are awarded it and you spend so much money for representation or going through the process, you can't even afford to keep it. So listen, guys, too many times people, because again, it's an emotion tip. You feel like you worked and you built this thing over the years, and at the end of the day, they shouldn't have it. It's not fair. I get it. You're going to take some kind of loss, and as soon as you can come to the realization you're going to take a loss, I think the better it will be for you to be able to move forward. So do not go broke fighting. And the fourth thing, which is, I think a lot of times people think about it, but when you're going through it, it's very difficult. Just prepare for life after divorce, okay? How you going to be living? How's your relationship going for working? Your most importantly, your children, your health. You have to be thinking about that because sometimes we get so caught up into fighting and fighting and fighting, getting this, and I'm going to show them this, and then I'm going to bring up this. And we don't think about once the ink is dried, how we're going to, how's our life going to be? Living situations, employment situations, income situations. We got to take all that stuff into consideration. So again, guys, I think if you follow those 4 tips, it will ease the divorce process. Again, it's never easy, right? And again, I think it's. I always love to hear people when they say, "Hey, we didn't work out. We just signed some papers, made a quick agreement, got it over with." But unfortunately, a lot of times it's not necessarily that smooth. But I hope those 4 tips will give you some advice in regards to going through such a difficult process. Hey, I'm Deonte Burden, host of Change Lives. Make sure you check out Change Lives on YouTube.